Hello, everyone, and welcome to Shakespeare Weeks. Today, we will be talking about Shakespeare, who he is, and what he's famous for. We will be talking about his writing. We will be looking at different examples of his writing. For example, Sonnet 18, which is one of his most famous writings of all time. So, who is William Shakespeare? Well, he is a world known writer. He has written 39 plays, 154 sonnets, and 2 long poems. And we will further be talking about what a play is, what a sonnet is, and what a poem is. He has written famous works such as Romeo and Juliet, and we will be watching the movie together, and we will be doing different types of assignments and works regarding Romeo and Juliet later on in English 7. He is born in England during the 1600th century. It is believed that he received an education in literature, but it's not really known if he went to university for it. It's just known that he went and received education in literature, and that's all we know, really. So if we're going to talk about his writings, we need to talk about sonnets, plays, and poems. Well, sonnets, they're kind of a poem, but it's not really a poem. It's a type of writing that is very strict. This type of writing consists of only 14 lines, no more or no less. It has to be in a specific structure. It usually consists of themes such as love, beauty, time, and mortality. Plays, however, they're written to be performed with lines each prescribed to a character. So it's more like, let's say, you can compare plays to TV shows because, before you film a TV show, each character have a line, right? And it's kind of like that. It's like a script that TV actresses get before they film a movie or a TV show. So it's constructed in a way that is that it's a character, and each character get their prescribed lines. We also have poems. Poems are not like sonnets. You're very free to write whatever you want, really, and you can write however many lines you want. You don't have to keep it at 14. You can do 50 if you want and still call it a poem. But it kind of rhymes. It usually rhymes. And poems, if you look up poems, they're built in a specific way as well, but they're not as strict. You're free to write however you want. But poems are usually short and they usually rhyme, but this is not always the case. So for you guys to understand what a sonnet really is, I will read one of Shakespeare's most famous sonnets ever. It's called Sonnet 18. Shall I compare you to a summer's day? Shall I compare you to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. Rough winds do shake the darling buds of May, and summer's lease has all too short a date. Sometimes too hot the eye of heaven shines, and often is his golden complexion dimmed. And every fair from fair sometime declines, by chance or nature's changing course untrimmed. But your eternal summer shall not fade, nor lose possession of that fair thouest, nor shall death brag you wandering in his shade, when in eternal lines to time you're growest. So long as men can breathe or eyes can see, so long lives this, and this gives life to you. The last line is so impactful, and I will explain why. So he's comparing his lover. When he's talking about you, The meaning you. He's talking about his lover, right? So he's comparing his lover to a summer's day. And summer dies out too quickly, right? So he's saying that his love is undying, is eternal, while a summer's day dies too quickly. And his love is recorded in this sonnet forever because it's written down, it's in a text format, and he's confessing his love for her in this sonnet. And this sonnet probably is recorded throughout history, and it's one of his most famous works, so it will never disappear. Probably not. That's why he's saying that as long this sonnet lives, this gives life to you, and my love for you lives on. It's brilliant, it's passionate, it's everything that you want in a sonnet. And it's 14 lines, it's strict, and it's a sonnet.